Welcome to Graham Online. I'm Julia.
I'm Jeff.
Do you have foreign workers in your office? If you do, this is one of the conversations you might be familiar with.
Today is Nicole's first day at work, and it's also her first time meeting her new boss, Michael. Let's see what happens.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're new here, aren't you?
Yes, I just started working today. My name's Nicole.
Hi, I'm your supervisor, Michael Brown.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Brown.
Nice to meet you. Do you have any questions about using this machine?
No, thanks. I understand how it works now.
Okay, great. Don't smoke at work because just about everything here is flammable.
No, I won't. Thanks, Michael.
After watching the short video, let's look at some vocabs. The first one is supervisor. The definition is someone who's your boss, someone who tells you what to do. Okay, let's look at pronunciation first. Supervisor. Break them into two parts. First, super, and then visor. Super and visor. Put them together, we have supervisor. So, what does a supervisor look like? It might look like this. Alright, let's make some examples using this vocab. There's a new supervisor coming today. There is a new supervisor coming today. So your old supervisor probably left. So your new one comes in today. So you have a new boss coming today. Alright, let's look at the next one. After I'm done with my work, my supervisor has to check them. After I'm done with my work, my supervisor has to check them. So basically that's what supervisors do. They check your work to make sure they're okay and make sure you've done them correctly. Alright, let's go on to the next vocab. Let's look at understand. Understand is a vocab probably you guys heard a lot and probably use a lot too. But let's pronounce it correctly this time. Understand. Understand. And you put them together, you can say a little faster. Understand. Okay. Most of the time you heard understand, it's using it as a verb form, such as I understand your plan completely. I understand your plan completely, which means I get it. So you set your plans and I get them. So I understand them. Okay, but let's mix it up a little. Let's change them into a noun form. It is to my understanding that the meeting has been canceled. It is to my understanding that the meeting has been canceled. You add ing in the back of understand. You change them into a noun form, which means this is something I understood. This is something I get it already. So I get it that the meeting has been canceled. So I said, it is to my understanding that meeting has been canceled. Alright, let's look at the next vocab. Flammable. Flammable is something that's easy to catch on fire. So let's get down to pronunciation first. Break them into two. Flame and able. Flame and able. But before you can put them together, you must add an M in between. So you put them together, you get flammable with two M's though. Alright, so flammable is something that's easy to catch on fire. For instance, my shirt might be easy to catch on fire. So I would say my shirt is flammable. Alright, to further understand what the meaning of flammable, let's look at this picture. Yes, you probably see them around chemicals a lot, which the sign tells you that this substance or whatever is in the thing is very flammable. which is easy to catch on fire. So you wouldn't smoke or do anything around it. All right, let's look at first example. The equipment here is highly flammable. The equipment here is highly flammable. So if you work in the factory and your boss could tell you that the equipment here is highly flammable, which means the equipment here are very easy to catch on fire. So don't do anything dangerous. All right, let's look at the next example. Some chemicals in our lab are highly flammable, so they should be handled with care. Some chemicals in our lab are highly flammable, so they should be handled with care. So if you guys work in a laboratory and you handle some dangerous substance, some of them might be highly flammable. So you should take care of them and be careful around them so they don't catch on fire. It's because they are easy to catch on fire, which makes them flammable. All right, let's look at the next part.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're new here, aren't you?
Yes, I just started working today. My name's Nicole.
Hi, I'm your supervisor, Michael Brown.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Brown.
Nice to meet you. Do you have any questions about using this machine?
No, thanks. I understand how it works now.
Okay, great. Don't smoke at work because just about everything here is flammable.
No, I won't. Thanks, Michael.
Now, I'm going to give you 2 hints about this conversation. The first one is start plus verb ing. Start, we have to put verb ing after it. So let's read the examples. He started learning to surf the internet last week. The boy starts making a chair. See, we put verb ing after start. That's the point. Now I'm going to give you 3 words that you need to put verb ing after them. The first one is enjoy, enjoy. And the next one is finish, finish. The last one is keep, keep. Okay, now let's look at the examples. The first one, good learners enjoy reading. Good learners enjoy reading. Enjoy, read, ing. Next, he didn't finish painting yesterday. He didn't finish painting yesterday. Finished, paint, ing. Last, you have to keep practicing English. You have to keep practicing English. Keep, practice, ing. Here, we don't add ing. We delete e, put ing directly. The second hint, just. Did you notice that just showed up 3 times in this conversation? Do you know why? Do you know the differences? Now I'm going to explain it to you. The first sentence, yes, I have just started working today. I have just started working. That means it is the very first day of her work, which means it is the she only started working today. Now next, you can just call me Michael. You can just call me Michael. Nicole supposed to call him Mr. Brown, right? But now Michael said, yeah, you can just call me Michael. This means formal to informal, like Mr. Brown to a name, Michael. The last one, Don't smoke at work because just about everything here is flammable. Don't smoke at work because just about everything here is flammable. Here, just about means almost. Like almost everything here is flammable, so you have to be careful. Okay, here's one thing I want to teach you guys. Tag question. Here, let's read the examples from the conversation. You are new here, aren't you? You are new here, aren't you? Here, aren't you is a tag question. Now, follow my steps to learn how to make tag question. Alice is not a student. Is she? You have a dog, don't you? Mom cooks dinner, doesn't she? Have you found the rules? The rule is find the main verb and then pick up the corresponding auxiliary verb such as do, does, did, or the be verb is, are, am. Let's do some exercise about tag question. Dan is your best friend. What is the answer if you want to put a tag question after it? Dan is your best friend, isn't he? Why? Because we have to find the be verb first. The be verb is, right? Then we put he, the pronoun of Dan, after it. Isn't he? Second one, Michelle doesn't like snakes. Michelle doesn't like snakes. What's the tag question? Michelle doesn't like snakes. Does she? Here, find the auxiliary verb, does. Then delete the negative word, not. So, doesn't, does she? Does she? Now, next, they offer coffee. What is the tag question? They offer coffee. Don't they? Don't they? Because the main verb is offer and it is a present tense. So we have to use do. Do they? And put a negative word after it. Don't they? The answer is don't they? Next, Kathy lived in New York. Kathy lived in New York. What is the tag question? Kathy lived in New York. Didn't she? Didn't she? Here, lived is a past tense, right? So we have to use did and plus a negative word, not. So didn't she? Right, next. He won't go out for dinner. He won't go out for dinner. What is the tag question? Is, well, he won't go out for dinner. Well, he? Because the auxiliary verb is well, so we use well to make this tag question. Well, he? So now, I believe you will know how to use tag questions. It is very easy and useful. So let's move on to next part.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're new here, aren't you?
Yes, I just started working today. My name's Nicole.
Hi, I'm your supervisor, Michael Brown.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Brown.
Nice to meet you. Do you have any questions about using this machine?
No, thanks. I understand how it works now.
Okay, great. Don't smoke at work because just about everything here is flammable.
No, I won't. Thanks, Michael.
Now we can do some review, starting with vocabulary. First word is supervisor. Supervisor. We can break them into two parts. Remember, super and visor, and put them together. Supervisor is someone who usually tells you what to do. Usually your boss, and someone who actually checks your work after you. Also might be your boss. Alright, let's look at the next word, understand. I know you guys probably hear this word a lot, but to get down to pronunciation, you can also break them into two parts. Under and stand, and put them together, understand. And this time we can mix it up and change it into a noun form, stating to my understanding. To my understanding, which implies something that you already understand and you're telling him. Alright, next one is flammable. Flammable. Something that's easy to catch on fire. Maybe chemicals or maybe equipment, but anything that's easy to catch on fire, you can say it's flammable. It's flammable. Alright, let's go to grammar now with Julia.
Thank you, Jeff. Now let's review some grammar with me. The first one. What verbs you should add verb ing after them? We've told you 4 words, right? The first one is start. Start. The second one is enjoy. Enjoy. The third one is finish. Finish. And the last one is keep. So remember these 4 words: start, enjoy, finish, and keep. Next grammar point is different way of using just. There are 3 of them. The first one is only, the very first day. And the second one is when you want to turn formal into informal, then you can use just. The last one is almost. Almost. Tag question. The key point is find the main verb, then pick up the corresponding be verb or auxiliary verb, then change it into an opposite form such as is, isn't, don't, do. So that's the way you make a tag question. Let's watch the video again. Please pay attention. Read them out loud as they go along.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're new here, aren't you?
Yes, I just started working today. My name's Nicole.
Hi, I'm your supervisor, Michael Brown.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Brown.
Nice to meet you. Do you have any questions about using this machine?
No, thanks. I understand how it works now.
Okay, great. Don't smoke at work because just about everything here is flammable.
No, I won't. Thanks, Michael.
Hey guys, this is our end of our lesson. I hope everything we taught you find it very useful. Remember to practice more, and we'll see you next time. Bye.